Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The Rice University MBA graduation ceremony will begin in 15 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Please take your seats. During the ceremony, we ask that you do not stand in the aisles or anywhere else that will block the view of others who are seated. Only students and required personnel are allowed on the court. Thank you for your cooperation.
If you could make a wish, I think you'd take a private school with a great reputation for being outstanding and stellar academically. You'd put it in a global, cosmopolitan city that was growing, and in a place that loved business, that loved entrepreneurship, that liked risk takers, with a feeling that you belong and that you actually have a network of people that can connect you to every point in this constellation of opportunities in Houston. And you've got that at Rice. And there's not a quicker way to be connected to all the sources of innovation and future growth than to be a part of our communities.
And it really creates for an impressive and rigorous learning environment.
A lot of people, I think, questioned my decision to come here 25 years ago because it was a very small program. But from my perspective, all the macro ingredients were really there for Rice Business to do amazing things in the city and just climb up the rankings because we're offering a top-tier academic program. We've got incredible scholars from around the world.
And we have an entire learning community of people that teach what it takes to start a business from scratch, how you approach that mentally, how you work through setbacks, how you bring a team together, how you make all these really hard choices. And that community feel is what drives that home for all of Rice University, but particularly for the business school.
There's an incredibly supportive group of people here that are so willing to help you, not only in the classroom, but especially when you look towards understanding what you want to do for your career and what clubs and other fun extracurriculars you want to be a part of.
The students are very motivated, very driven. The diversity of knowledge and expertise that they bring to the table makes classroom discussions really vibrant. And I think we're learning from each other. I am definitely learning from my students.
There's a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of consulting, of course, investment banking, but then people who have specific aspirations in healthcare and marketing. And so everyone is on a different path, but we've all found ways to kind of support and help each other in this journey for what life looks like outside of the MBA program.
You cannot put a value on relationships. The quality of the connection is really the biggest thing that I would say separates Rice compared to everyone else.
And a lot of our students, walk through that door and they become great entrepreneurs, as we've seen with so many of our alumni.
I came in thinking I was going to take classes and really focus on the academic part and not do a whole lot beyond that, and I was totally wrong. It's really shaped my experience in now leading a company today.
It expands your career opportunities once you get an MBA from Rice.
And the future of Rice Business is wide open. It's at the beginning of a gigantic growth phase. It's really exciting to think about what's going to happen in Houston, what's going to happen in Texas, and what's going to happen for Rice.
What I'm excited about is the new addition and the expansion of the business school,
with which to deliver our educational mission, deliver on our research mission, bring more wonderful people in.
This is a very, very well-endowed university with all the resources in place to maintain our position as one of the best universities in the world. The future of Rice is extraordinarily bright. The future of Houston is extraordinarily bright. You put those two things together, our alumni have no choice but to have an extraordinarily bright future.
I mean, we have all the right ingredients to be successful. We have the right faculty, we have the right support system, we have all the expertise needed.
And I know that together we will solve the problems that confront this generation and make the world a better place.
commencement ceremony. Before we begin, please take a moment to silence all of your electronic devices. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join us in welcoming the procession of our university and Jones School leadership, faculty, and the class of 2025.
Please be seated, everybody. Well, what a spectacular day. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is James Weston, and I'm the Senior Associate Dean of Degree Programs and Professor of Finance at the Jesse H. Jones Graduate School of Business at Rice University. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Jones Graduate School, welcome to the graduation ceremony of Rice University MBA Class of 2025. I want to say a special thank you to all the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, partners, in-laws, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, significant others, and insignificant others of the graduates of the MBA class of 2025. We are very pleased that each of you could be here with us in person or via our live stream. It's wonderful to have all of you, our graduates, with us today and to see the stands filled with so many smiling faces from all your special guests. Today marks the Jones School's 48th graduating class, and we're excited to announce that this year's graduating class, it might be any one of you, is going to be our 10,000th graduate from the Jesse H. Jones Graduate School of Business. In marking the successful completion of the degree, we acknowledge the countless hours in class, team meetings, case presentations, papers, exams, all the hard work, dedication, and discipline that's gone in to mastering this body of knowledge to earn your degree. We're now going to proceed to conferring the degrees, an act that, in our core, defines our basic mission as an academic enterprise. And we are honored to have President Reginald DeRoches to join us to confer the Masters of Business Administration degree upon our 2025 graduates. Please join me in welcoming the 8th President of Rice University, Reggie, to the podium.
Thank you, James, for that kind introduction. As James mentioned, I'm Reginald DeRoche, President of Rice University, but many of you in cap and gown know me simply as Reggie. Before we celebrate your achievements, I want to acknowledge the many people who helped you get here. To our outstanding faculty and staff, thank you for your mentorship, your expertise, and your commitment to excellence and community. To the family and friends who supported our graduates with encouragement, sacrifice, patience, and love, we see you and we're grateful for you. Graduates, if you're able, please rise and join me in thanking those who helped you along the way. They've cheered you from day one today, so let's cheer them on. You may be seated. Earning an MBA is an extraordinary feat, especially at Rice. It takes drive, curiosity, and willingness to learn and lead in uncertain, ever-changing times. In addition to mastering finance, strategy, and operations, you've honed your skills that define great leaders: collaboration, adaptability, ethical judgment, and resilience. You've learned how to work through ambiguity, how to listen and provide direction, how to challenge assumptions, including your own. And while this degree may mark the end of your formal education, I hope it's only the beginning of a lifelong habit of learning and questioning. As you embark on the next chapter, be curious, be courageous, say yes to really hard things. That's where growth and meaning happen, especially in the evolving business landscape we are in today. I encourage you to lead thoughtfully in this space and use what you've learned at Rice to pave a productive and impactful path forward for yourself and for the world. In your time at Rice, I hope you felt the spirit of this place, a community built on excellence, creativity, and of course, the culture of care. The friendships you form, the professors who challenge you, the ideas you've explored, these will stay with you. And you are now part of a global Rice community of more than 66,000 strong, and every one of them is rooting for you and ready to assist you. Today, we are honored to share in this moment of celebration with you. We applaud your talent, your drive, and your vision for what's possible. We can't wait to see the impact you'll make, be it in multinational corporations, in startups, in the nonprofit sector, or in boardrooms and communities right here in Houston and around the world. And wherever you go, remember you'll always be at home at Rice, so please come back often. Again, congratulations. And now, let's make it official and confer your degrees.
Thank you, Reggie, for joining us and honoring our graduates today. We're now going to continue with some recognition of our students. Please join me in welcoming George Andrews, our Associate Dean of Degree Programs, to the podium to lead this portion of the program. George.
Graduates, you've worked long and you've worked hard for this moment. The Jones School community is pleased to recognize and celebrate your achievements this afternoon. One of the privileges of serving as Associate Dean is witnessing the extraordinary student experience made possible because of the efforts of our students and those who support them. Each year we benefit significantly from leaders of our student government associations and our wide variety of student-led clubs, organizations, and all of our special initiatives. I ask that the following student leaders stand and remain standing. Will the Rice Business Student Association leaders for each program please stand and be recognized? Will the leaders of our signature student-run initiatives, including the Entrepreneurship Through Acquisition, Rice Energy Finance Summit, the Women Leadership Conference, the Veterans Business Battle, Rice Clean Tech Innovation Competition, and Board Fellows, please join and stand and be recognized. Finally, will the remaining leaders of our many Rice business associations and clubs please stand with your peers and be recognized? Perhaps, like me, you're looking around at the number of students who are now standing. It truly takes a village. We're grateful to all these leaders for your contributions, breathing life into the school's mission. Please join me in one final round of applause for all of our student leaders. Thank you. You may be seated. I now have the pleasure of introducing David Holmes, class of 2017, the president of the Rice Business Alumni Association Board, to the podium. David will be announcing the MA Mike Wright Award winners.
Thank you, George, and it's truly a pleasure to be here this afternoon. And on behalf of Rice Business alumni and the Rice Business Alumni Association Board to welcome you to the alumni community. We are looking forward to helping you remain connected to the school, involved with our community and each other, and engaged as you begin your post-MBA journey. I now have the opportunity to announce the M.A. Wright Award recipients. The M.A. Wright Award is named for Mike Wright, former chairman of Cameron Iron Works and the first chairman of the Jones School Board of Advisors. This prestigious award is determined based on nominations from members of the graduating class for the student who best models leadership, exemplary service, and significant contributions to the Jones School of Business. We will recognize one student in each of our MBA programs. When your name is called, please stand to be recognized. You will also receive a plaque when you cross the stage with your classmates at the end of the ceremony. The recipient of the 2025 M.A. Wright Award for the full-time MBA program is Hussein Lokandwala. The recipient of the 2025 M.A. Wright Award for the MBA for Executives program is Sharbil Haddad. The recipient of the 2025 M.A. Wright Award for the MBA for Professionals Evening program is Zenaria Zaki Desai. The recipient of the 2025 M.A. Wright Award for the MBA for Professionals Weekend program is Lucas Spangler. The recipient of the 2025 M.A. Wright Award for the MBA at Rice program is Andrea Monique Porcarimi. And the recipient of the 2025 M.A. Wright Award for the Hybrid MBA program is Kyle Neff. Congratulations again to all of you graduating today, and special thanks to Hussein, Sharbil, Zenaria, Lucas, Andrea, and Kyle for their exceptional contributions to the class of 2025. Let's give them all a final round of applause.
Thank you, David, and thank you, George. I now welcome Professor Jing Zhou, our Deputy Dean of Academic Affairs, and Mary Gibbs Jones, Professor of Management, to the podium to present the Faculty Teaching Awards. I also want to note that Jing today is our bearer of the academic mace, which makes this a real graduation. And as you know, Jing teaches negotiations. And if it so happens that this graduation ceremony is interrupted by a band of barbarians, Jing feels like she's in a good negotiating position bearing medieval weaponry. Jing?
Thank you so much, James. Thank you very much. Thank you. One of our annual traditions is to honor the outstanding professors who have been teaching our graduates. These awards are especially meaningful to our faculty because they are selected by the graduating students. I will announce the award winners for each of our MBA programs and ask each professor to stand and remain standing until all award winners are announced. Please hold your pause until the end. The recipient of the award for teaching excellence, as selected by the class of 2025 for the full-time MBA program, is Professor Upal Dalakia. Wu could not be here today. He thanks the students and regrets that he couldn't be here today. The class of 2025, MBA for Executives, selected Prashant Kyle. Prashant? The class of 2025, MBA for Professionals, evening students, selected Professor Haiyang Li. The class of 2025, MBA for Professionals, weekend students, selected Professor Tarek Umar. The recipient for this year's teaching award for the MBA at Rice program is Professor Sharad Ball. The recipient for this year's teaching award for the hybrid MBA program is Professor Vikas Mittal. Professor Mittal could not be here today because he's teaching in our executive MBA program. He sends his thanks to the students and regrets that he couldn't be here. The final award differs from the others. The recipient is chosen by the alumni who graduated 2 and 5 years ago. The winner of 2025 Alumni Teaching Excellence Award is Professor Brian Akins. Professor Akins is not with us today because he is teaching. He's leading a group of first-year full-time students in the Global Field Experience in Peru. Congratulations to all of the award winners. Let's give them a final round of applause.
Thanks, Jing. And it's now my privilege to introduce you to the Dean of Rice University's Jesse H. Jones Graduate School of Business, Peter Rodriguez. Dean Rodriguez joined the Jones School in 2016. We knew that Peter would lead over an exciting period for the Jones School. We just didn't know where all the drivers of that excitement would come from. Peter's led us in a period of growth on every dimension in programs, students, faculty. And this has not been growth for growth's sake, but purposeful growth for impact. An impact you will all continue to see and benefit from as alumni. At the end of this ceremony, you're alumni. Before welcoming him to the podium, I'd like to simply thank Peter on behalf of the Rice Business faculty for his leadership over the past 9 years, and as always, for his remarkably calm and thoughtful approach to making the best decisions and driving the best outcomes for our exceptional institution. Please help me in welcoming Dean Peter Rodriguez.
Thank you, Dean Weston, for that very kind introduction, and more importantly, for your thoughtful and dedicated leadership, especially this year. You've really helped shape this moment in more ways than ever, and all of us are deeply grateful to you for that. And now it is my great pleasure. Yes, we can applaud for that. I heard one. That was good. Yeah, that was good. More applause is better when I'm speaking. Just keep that in mind. It's my great pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, someone who represents what makes the Jones School such a special place. Al Danto is a beloved member of our faculty, a passionate entrepreneur, and an inspiring mentor to generations of students. He is a proud graduate of the Executive MBA class of 2000, and since returning to Rice as a faculty member, he has helped shape our entrepreneurship curriculum and culture. Al teaches many courses like New Enterprise and Enterprise Acquisition courses and their hands-on e-labs, where students don't just learn business theory, they launch companies and pursue acquisitions. His classroom is often the starting point of life-changing ventures, and his impact extends well beyond graduation. In 2023, the alumni honored Al by asking him to deliver the last lecture at our reunion weekend, a testament to his lasting influence and connection. Beyond Rice, Al brings more than 30 years of real-world entrepreneurial experience. He He launched his first company at the age of 24 and built it into a nationally recognized firm, and he has since led and advised numerous ventures through acquisition, growth, and successful exits. Al is a multiple-time recipient of teaching awards at Rice, and his students often describe him as transformational, a teacher who not only instructs, but truly believes in their potential. Al has walked the MBA path himself and continues to light the way for so many others. Please help me welcome our class of 2025 commencement speaker, Al Danto.
Before we start, I can't tell you what an honor it is to be here today. And I'm probably the least likely person, if you look back on my life, that I would be standing here today. And I attribute it all to you, to Rice, and everyone that's come before me. Before I start, too, my wife, Donna, she's not here today. She had surgery, a very successful surgery. She's discharged, and she's watching it live stream. So I want to give a shout out to her. And my 94-year-old father. If you figured out the IT pops, you're watching as well. So, I'd really like to thank Dean Rodriguez, our incredible family and friends who support 2025 for letting me be a part of your incredible journey. It's truly an honor. And I want to welcome you to the alumni side of the business family right now, where you'll be for life. You'll be there for life. But before we begin, I want to recognize this for what it truly is. It's an opportunity for me to cold call you one more time. So if you remember, if you were a student in my class, I told you that before you graduated, you would have to recite the CAP-M. Well, James Weston is going to be standing there, the stage before you walk up, and if you can't recite the CAP-M, he'll send you back to your seat. And Mark Yang, Ali Ather, Adrian Duran, are you here? What is the answer to every universal question in an MBA classroom? It depends. What is the answer to every real-world question? It depends. So congratulations, you've learned it all. But don't worry, although many of you will have lifelong nightmares of giving another presentation, you've done everything it takes to earn your MBA. That can never be taken away from you. It's something you'll have for the rest of your life. And you came into Rice as an engineer, an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer, or another discipline. But you're leaving here as a true leader, one that can really orchestrate all the disciplines that it takes to coordinate a business. And I want you to remember one thing, an MBA, what it stands for. It stands for Master About Anything. So now you've learned that. Today is a celebration of what you've achieved, but I want to talk about something that you won't find on your resume, in a transcript, or in a diploma. I want to talk to you about family, and not just your family and your friends who supported you and got you through this, but the family you'll be a part of for the rest of your life. That's the Rice business family. And let me tell you how I know that's true. At 37, I made the decision most people called crazy, ridiculous, to go back to school, sell my company, and go back to school and get my MBA. And I applied to Rice, I got in, I was accepted, and I was thrilled. But a week before classes start, the reality hit. I picked up a laptop for the first time. I didn't know Word, I didn't know Excel, and I thought PowerPoint was something you plugged into an electrical outlet. But I called the program director, Kay Henry, to officially drop out of the program. I said I was going to drop out. And she didn't answer the call, or I think I wouldn't be standing here today. But then my wife, sensing my angst and being overwhelmed, she called our neighbor, Dr. Joe Galati. Dr. Joe's here today. He's over there. And Joe talked me off the ledge. He said, look, make it through the first weekend. That's all you need to know. Quit after that. And I said, well, okay, after all, I put my entire $48,000 for my MBA on my credit card and I had the miles for it. So I wasn't about to lose that. But everything changed the first morning of class. I walked in the first class, I met my classmates, and the professor, Al Napier, knew all of our names. He knew our background. He looked us in the eye and he said, you're here because of the unique skills and experience that you bring. And we're here to make sure you'll make it through. And I knew at that moment that I was in a special family. We're a diverse group, engineers, artists, entrepreneurs, and yes, we even had a lawyer. But we shared two things, complete uncertainty and a deep fear of accounting. But like you, we made it through. Together, we were supported and leaning on each other. We were motivated and supported by our professors and the Jones School leadership. My classmate Heather Kopecki, who was here today as well, and I started a business in the new enterprise class. The class project became a real business and a living case for Rice classes. I began to guest lecture and ultimately teaching a class on entrepreneurship and leading various entrepreneurship initiatives here. The founders of the entrepreneurship program, Al Napier and Ed Williams, took me to lunch one day, and they said, we want to pass this torch onto you to carry over what you've done. And that's what I have done. Looking back, I almost let the fear of something new and uncertain stop me from obtaining everything that I've done since I've graduated from Rice. The entire trajectory of my life changed when I walked off the stage, and will yours. People will look at you differently. You'll have a Rice MBA behind your name. New doors will open, and you will end up somewhere that you never dreamed of. Trust me. My second story is a little more personal. In May of 2022, I was diagnosed with a large non-malignant tumor on my optic nerve. I was losing my sight, I was losing my field of vision, and I had the tumor removed after 2 8-hour surgeries. But then, after a week, I was discharged after a week. I had a life-threatening pulmonary embolism that very few people survive. My daughter, who is here as well today, quick thinking saved my life. She noticed something was really wrong. Despite my protest, she called an ambulance, and I was rushed to Methodist Hospital and placed on life support for 13 days. Not many people survive 13 days on life support. When I came off life support, my cardiovascular surgeon, Dr. Bavari, told me I came closer to death than perhaps any patient he'd ever seen. He said I survived for a reason, and now I had a purpose to fulfill. When I asked him what I could do, he said, take this gift, share your story, and make a difference. So I continued. Thank you. The Methodist staff nicknamed me El Milagro, the miracle. I spent 70 days in the hospital, many of them just fighting to survive. But I wasn't alone. My family was there, my wife, my son, my daughter, close friends like Tom Easley, Dave Linda, but most importantly was my Rice family. The outpouring of support was overwhelming. Cooper Etheridge, Don Poor, Kyle Judah covered my classes. Kaylin Bond and Barb Ostick coordinated everything behind the scenes. They didn't just step up, they stood by me. My classmates and former students reached out and brought meals. Adrian Tromel brought a good company pie. Maya Pomeroy, she brought me chicken soup. My family and my Rice family were there when I needed them, and they will be there when you need them. They always will be. In early September that year, I was discharged, and I started my rehab at TIER. My rehab said, set a recovery goal for the first of the year. And I said, I want to be back in the classroom on October 22nd. And they said, set something more realistic. I said, no, that's where I'll be, even if I have to be sitting in a chair like Ed Williams did in his last couple of years. I want to be back in that classroom. I made it back on October 22nd in the Shell Auditorium with 85 students. Several of those went on to start or acquire a company. So getting back in that classroom impacted them, and it's something they probably would not have been able to do. I have a couple takeaways from this. Number one, in fulfilling my commitment to my doctors, and especially Joe Galati, who's here today, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Health is everything. Control what you can through diet, exercise, regular checkups, and pay attention to your body. Pay attention to it. If something's off or doesn't feel right, take care of it right then and there. And the doctors also said I was able to survive 13 days on life support because some of the shape I was in. I played ice hockey for 55 years, and I continue to play today. The second one is life is short. We're not promised tomorrow. Find something that gives you purpose and is bigger than yourself, a reason to stay beyond a paycheck, and surround yourself with people who truly care about your mission. And that's what the Rice business family is. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing the new building going up, seeing the increase in our rankings, and working with committed students and external relations on projects like the Veteran Business Battle, the Entrepreneurship Through Acquisition Conference, the Women in Leadership Conference, the Startup Ideas, and so many more. So in closing, I would like to say this. You're not leaving Rice Business. You've earned and are moving to the alumni family for life. This family, your classmates, professors, and this community will be there in good times, and more importantly, they will be there in the challenging times. They will listen to your dumb business ideas, they'll make connections, and they'll support you in any way possible. So if you're laid off, you need to network, pick up the phone. If your startup fails and you need a shoulder to cry on, pick up the phone. If your startup idea hits $100 million in revenue, pick up a checkbook and write Dean Rodriguez a nice check. I know he'll appreciate it. It'll be put to great use as well. But more importantly, do the simple things. Answer an email, take the call, respond to LinkedIn, hire or invest in an alum, go to your reunion, say yes to a coffee, just show up. You will make a difference, and it will make a difference to you. Always remember, one day, you may be the person making the call, sending out the email. You may be the person that needs to be picked up. And I guarantee you, everyone in this room will pick you up. Let me leave you with this. Warren Buffett was asked by a college student just last weekend, if you watched the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders conference, this college student asked him what was one piece of advice he would give her. And he said he would tell her to surround himself with the right people who are heading in your direction. And ultimately, who you surround yourself will end up where you are in life. Look around you today at your family, your friends, and your Rice Business family. I think you're in good shape when it comes to that. I know they'll be there for you, and you will be there for them, because that's what families do, and that's what the Rice Business family does. As you go forward, remember this, and Dan Maxwell, this is to you for everything you've done. You can't start a fire worried about your little world falling apart. Anyone know who that's from? Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen. Do something that goes beyond yourself. And when you do, always remember you won't be doing it alone. I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2025. Welcome to the alumni family. You'll be a part of this family for life. And when you are 100 years old, I expect to see a Rice Business bumper sticker on your walker. Thank you, and reach out anytime.
That's beautiful, Al. Thank you so much. Can't ask you for more. You did a great job. Well, that was fantastic. Thank you so much, Al, for sharing those inspiring words and for sharing over a quarter of a century here at Rice University. You've made a big contribution to us. There's just a few more words to hear before we get on to the really good stuff, so I'm expecting a fine performance from all of you as you come across the stage. Just going to put that out there in advance, see what you got. But I have a few comments I'd like to make as well. So to the graduates of the class of 2025, congratulations. Today is a moment of tremendous pride for you, for your families, and for your supporters, and for all of us at the Jones Graduate School of Business. You've accomplished something remarkable, and you've done it in a time that continues to challenge and transform the world and the world of business. This year is also a milestone, as you've already heard. With your graduation today, one of you, maybe it's all of you, act like it's you, is the 10,000th alumnus of Rice Business who will join our business community. That's 10,000 leaders who have walked the path before you and whose work you now can join, shape, and carry forward. A lot of things come to mind at graduation, and I always have a few quotes in my mind. One of my favorite is really an anecdote that comes from Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises. It's become something of a cultural shorthand, and you've heard this story before. There's two friends, they're in a bar, they haven't caught up in a long time. One of them is known to be really rich, but after a few drinks, he starts to confess, and he says, you know, I have to tell you something that I'm ashamed about, I'm worried about. I said, what is it? He said, well, I've gone completely broke. I've lost all my money. And the friend is shocked. He says, oh my gosh, you're broke? How did it happen? And he said, well, two ways. Gradually, then suddenly. That's the joke of the thing. That's the idea of it. Gradually, then suddenly. It's a humorous quote, but it's really a powerful truth that has really spoken to me at many points in my life. So many of life's biggest transitions just don't feel big when they're happening. It's only when we arrive at the turning point that we realize how much has changed, how much we've grown, how far we've come. And I would imagine, recently, you felt some of that yourself. You've submitted the final paper. You pressed send on that last email assignment and then thought, wait, was that it? Is it over? Am I done? But that's it. You are done. And here you are, gown on, folks in the stand cheering you on. It's over. It came gradually and then suddenly. Well, it didn't always come gradually, and it didn't really come suddenly. It came gradually over some long nights together, early mornings, and 1,000 little sacrifices that you made along the way. I'm sure if you thought hard, you'd remember them all. It came over team meetings and case discussions, through setbacks, breakthroughs, maybe a few tears, and all the quiet in-between moments where you thought, can I do this? Will I do this? How much longer? You probably lied to yourself many times saying, this is going to get better after the next exam, or after December, or after the next this or that. But it's always the same, super busy all the time, but you persist and you keep going. And that's just how progress works. Whether it's in your career, in your relationships, in your health, or in your leadership, it's the compound interest of effort that really builds results in life. The ability to show up day after day, improve, adjust, keep going through all the setbacks. That is the true engine of success, and that's what you've built here at Rice. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the other side of this simple truth of gradually, then suddenly, because decline also happens the same way, gradually, then suddenly. We've seen organizations and leaders lose their way, not in a single dramatic moment, but through small missteps, cutting corners, compromising a few values, feedback being ignored. Whether it's a once dominant company struggling to stay relevant, or a leader who's blindsided by a quiet erosion of trust, the lesson is the same. You must remain ever vigilant. Greatness is never guaranteed. It must be consistently earned and constantly maintained. Even in our personal lives, small things matter. And I will confess that earlier this year, or maybe it was this morning, I pulled out a pair of pants I hadn't worn in a few months, and let's just say the fit was different. My first instinct was denial. Who washed these pants? Are these even my pants? Was it the dry cleaners? I hate them. I've been meaning to change for a long time. But the truth was really all too clear. Too little exercise and way too much DoorDash. Gradually, then suddenly bit back at me too. So take this as encouragement, not a warning. Keep choosing the habits and values that got you here. Trust the process of slow and steady progress. I promise you, it works, and you know this. You leave here with a Rice MBA, one of the most respected degrees in business, but more important than that, you leave with the momentum of achievement, the strength of this community, and a sense of what you're capable of when you truly commit to something, especially something hard. You're part of the Rice business family, and it is now, again, 10,000 strong, and your story is just beginning. So congratulations, class of 2025. We are proud of you. We believe in you. Now and forever, you belong here, and we can't wait to see what you'll do next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Rodriguez. What do you say we get down to business? It's now time for the presentation of the degree candidates. As we proceed with the recognition of individual candidates as they walk across the stage, I want to caution you, everyone here, that clapping, cheering, hollering, hooting, and other expressions of jubilation and pride are not only permitted, they are strongly encouraged. Please, light this room up. So I ask you, our graduates, along with your families, extended families, and significant others, please celebrate with us on this wonderful and notable occasion. In 1977, the Jones Graduate School of Administration, as it was known back then, saw its first cohort matriculate, 23 students. They were getting a Master's of Business and Public Management, which was the degree at the time. In 1985, we became the Masters of Business Administration, and today, we're going to celebrate 155 graduates in our full-time MBA program. Janet Moore, our Director of Communication, there she is, and I We'll read the names of these graduates.
Ayman Abdella Teef. Harshita Adusamili. Shruti Agarwal. Adekunle Akande. Aslan Barazi. Angelica Jeanette Amaya Zendejas. Delphine Chioma Aragozo. Juliana Bernal Martinez. Ankush Bhatia. Gustavo Beato Oliveira. Jan Michael Bach Yushbash. Elliot Michael Bullion, Jr. Andrew Michael Borden. Felix Buatsi. Sai Sundeep. Diana Carrillo Romero. Maria Jose Castañón Cadena. Noe Cervantes. Christopher Chan. Shivanshu Chowdhury. Charles Pingshu Chen. Rushali Chindam. Youngu Cho. Pablo Coelho. Simone Cormack. Vivine D'Souza. Arundhati Das. Anushka Dasgupta. Andrew Prestridge Davis. Chelsea Faye Deutsch. Parul Didwandia. Clint Durrell. Sebastian Ader. Chibueze Azibele. Carl Frangi. Randy Franks. Grant Benjamin Freeman. Alexander Roman Galkowski. Salmia Gangwar. Jose Garza. Maya Guhan. Pranjal Gupta. Anthony Hall. Wei Han. Erneborg Harnsin. Gauri Harish. Anthony Christopher Howe. Samuel Esteban Herrera. Guillerme Hilgert. Darian Alicia Hinson. Eric He. Wesley Hungbui. Laura Wong. Muhammad Isif Iqbal. Lauren Michelle Jackson. Salmia Ja. Samyukta Javar. Yushin Jean. Amari Johnson. Lavinia Kalwani. Jake Kaplan. Smit Katod. Shakib Kashai. Josh Knight. Alexander Krantz. Borgaz Kumasheva. Sean Lon. Hisong Lachun. Henry Pascal Legate. Junji Lee. Jack Lee. Simba Lin. Xiaochen Liu. Liu.
Hussein Mansour Lukundwala. Carlos Marchesi.
Kristen Deborah Matheson. Daniel Maxwell. David McDonald. Robert Myers McNeil. Hitesh Mehta. Elisa Miraz Fishbein. Dylan Middleton. I know. Rong Min. Matthew Minchin. Cyrus Mistry. Mercedes Monchada Garcia. Luis Montero. Himanshu Moore. Roe Tail. Yep. Blaine Michael Morris. Kazipik Musanhan. Chukabua Wakile. Shiori Okamura. Jennifer Umugbi. Shiv Patel. Adil Perrier. William Martin Phillips. Chandra Prakash. Kiran Kumar Puti. Seila Chio. Purvi Raja Shekhar. Anurag Rana. Muhammad Razvi. Bharath Kumar Reddy. McKenna Richards. Grant Douglas Robb. Mark Robbins. Thomas Rockwell. Bridget Rosen. Juliet Ruben Ramirez. Christian Saya Pedresa. Siddharth Shankar. Lisa Schmalzried. Nav Seladuri. Zain Shah. Sandeep Sharma. Jesse Shee. Ulawai Palomi Shekwade. Gib Taswawidi Sims. Umanjote Mander. Xiaoyu Song. Chanel Nicole Stevens. Samuel William Stevens. Srinikev Sukumar. Reina Takao. Edward Holmes Tausig. Archie Thapa. Alfie Thomas. Bill Thomas. Arume Shakiri. Loretta Omeonahuku. Mikhail Varev. Juliet Vikiu. Andrew Ward. Austin White. Did I read it? Austin White. No. You screw up? Huh? Oh, sorry. Patrizio White. I got off cadence. Gordon Pate Williford. Kun Xia. Shuai Yang. Wandaozi Yang. Supriya Yesam. Kyle Kurazki. Jiacheng Zhang. Congratulations. The Executive MBA program was established in 1998. Today, we celebrate 39 graduates. Thank you to Ginger Vaughn, lecturer in communications, for reading the names of our Executive MBA graduates.
Alejandro Arbeláez. Carl Douglas Arnold. Ali Athar. Siva Prasad Raul Bachu. Dinesh Burke. Sean Blackwell. Denise Buckley. Rob Bungie. Willis Chen. Eduardo Cherizola. Devandra Dandekar. Chris Daniel. Deandra Dika. Katie Doan. Patrick Garvey. Sharbil Haddad. Samuel Joseph Hall. Yonosuke Harasawa. Jason Harvey. Preeti Jha. Marcus Christopher Howell. Preeti Jha. Sandeep Kumar Kamani. S.J. Kim. Andy Madhu Imazia. Kalichi Austin Wabusi. Bravash Patel. Raj Ramasawamy. Krishna Ranganathan. Dylan Ritchie. Vinay Sani. Elena Schusler. Kyle Scribner. Anu Schultz. Kashif Siddiqui. Howard Sue. Vijayan Suramanian. Tyler Sullivan. Ann Ty. Sean Tittle.
As we recognize our final executive MBA candidate, I want to take a moment to acknowledge someone whose journey with the class of 2025 was meaningful, though unfinished. Lawson Massey was a thoughtful and engaged member of this community, and his classmates felt his presence both in and out of the classroom. His personality and stature made him someone who was known and loved by all. We'd like to recognize Lawson's family who are with us today. Please stand, if you're able, and accept our deepest respect and appreciation. We are grateful for the time Lawson spent with us, and he will forever remain a part of the story of this class. The Professional MBA Evening Program was established in 2006. Today, we celebrate 108 graduates. Thank you, Professor John Wineski, Clinical Professor of Management, and Professor Petrus Ferreira, Assistant Professor of Accounting, for reading the names of these graduates.
Jidefo Ababio. Os Abbas. Alvaro Aceves. Ernest Alumina. Tamari Amaso. Atmin Amin. John Ardich. Hamza Ashfaq. Anna Margaret Barth. Courtney Bedoya. Prithvi Sridhar Bhatt. Arzu Batrai. Ernest Borjas. William Kirby Braband. Anna Brock. Emily Ann Brown. Christian John Carmichael. Sebastian Chavez. Bob Chang. Elliot Chow. Amanda Kelsey Clark. Matthew Corbin. John Christopher Norman Cullens. Adam Joshua Davidson. Asa Michael Davis. Noemi Nakamura. Sterling S. Dodd. Jordan Marie Dudley. Christopher Ijiki Uka. Honor Akis. Hakeem Aniafar. Anaisa Flores. Mackenzie Ford. Robert Forgione. Daniel Garcia. Kaylin Garner. Jocelyn Vanessa Garrett. Cameron Gaskin. Megna Ann George. Jessica Graverson. Christina Griffin. Ana Luisa Guerrero Gaano. German Guevara. Kuong Ha. Nathan Hall. Jacqueline Hernandez. Crystal Ray Ho. Alexander Holloway. Vaibu Iyer. Rebecca Bearswell Jackson. Ishraq Jagirdar. Shrikar Jana. Ishmael Kassim. Preston Kelly. Adol Kandawala. Miga Lada. Megan Lati. Chandler Lemoyne.
Harrison Dylan Lewis. Deanne Liu. Sean Liu. Austin Madden. Cameron Marker. Fred Matteoli. Leah McLeave. Philip James McQuiggan. Christopher Michael Menard. Christian Moore. Shamina Malik Momin. Andres Morales. John Mazail. Sarah Castro Nash. Tin Win. Taper Njuka. Daminayus Udur Ochula. Rutimi Ugudayan. Emmanuel O'Lear. Jennifer Jean Parker. Jonas Putupuvas. Christopher Landy Ramirez. Brittany Reddick. Elliot Rigi. Travis Robertson. Richard Reagan Robinson, Gabriela Maria Sanchez, Zafir Shaikh, Nishant Shanmugam, Amandeep Sharma, Muhammad Siddiqui, Javier Simmons, Richard San, Victor Tafoya, Annalisa Temple, Sean Lee Smith, JC Thompson, Tyler Ace Thompson, Brittany Urasti Fernandez, Tom Fitzgerald Vanderbrand, CJ Valesquez, Kate Walker, Lasse Weigart, Dominique Wilson, Scott Wu, Jain Van Shia, Angela Su, Mark Yang, Yuting Yang, MA Right recipient Zunaira Zuki Desai, Winpenga Zampeligrae, Ian Zelotnik,
The Professional MBA Weekend Program was established in 2008. Today we celebrate 60 graduates. Thank you, George Andrews, for reading the names of these graduates.
Ryan Akbar, Camry H. Alexi, Mustafa Al-Rubari, Hamdi Beydoun, Akash Biswas, Aisha Biswas, Josh Bowren, Daniel Ivan Chavez. Brandon Cheatham. Lina Marie Cubios. Ayudaje Daramola. George Dibbs. Colin Patrick Dongu. Mark E. Fillet. Jeremy Longoria Fernandez. Ryan Michael Frazee. Ann Garrison. Patrick Russell Garrison. Pael Ghosh. Donald Gilstrap. Karen Gabriela Gonzalez Abad. Takumi Hirayama. Gregory Michael Hoffman. Art Jansen. Ilya Kobolensky. Colton Earl Larson. Ratul Mahida. Joaquin Mancilia. Britton Blake Marlott. Walter Mata. Dejun Tarek McDonald. Colby Austin Meyer. Eli Richard Montoya. Milad Mortazavi. Alexandria Petrovich. Akish Jacob Phillip. Barbara Caitlin Finney. Ida Perlisha Pumboy. Raghuram Pathali Ramesh. Ryan Rodrigo Robinson. Jason Abraham Roy. Victoria Rose Roy Staib. Lucas Spangler. Kyle Steckel. Felipe Tejo. Bamik Upadhyay. Sija Wong. Anne Marie Weaver. Lena Chu. Mohammed Asfan Yar. Jeffrey Chasden Yates. Brendan Young. Wenshan Yu. Ikun Yang. Lei Zhu. Hutan Zairakzadi. Christian Zuvich.
The MBA at Rice program was established in 2018. Today, we celebrate 62 graduates. Thank you, Professor Barbara Bennett, Director of the MBA at Rice, for reading the names of these graduates.
All right. Dustin Ananyi. Richard Atiya. Adisha Bayo. Christopher Contreras. Emmanuel Alexander Kreiner. Sotirios Ikanopali. Chibu Iyaga. Anthony Freed. John Michael Gallagly. Parampreet Gill. Alec Hagberg. Matthew Hall. Tyler Hamilton. Kristen Howard. Eileen Howe. Rebecca Jenkins. Wayhan G. Muhammad Abu Bakar Khalid. Rachel Kivlunjan. Madhumita Krishnaswamy. Ramon Marquez. Nilima Muthukrishnan. Wayne Newfield. Jonathan Michael Newsom. Kenneth Orji. Ronak Patel. Andrea Monique Pukarimi. Alanis Quezada. Valentine Reed Johnson. Kathleen Reiter. Maxwell Rowland. Gerardo Solalas Bolanos. Divyaang Surti. Markaram Sayed Shah. Akila Pavana Vinuturu Pali. Luis Villegas Igiwa. Landon Wassam. David Yee. Yihad George Youssef.
The hybrid MBA program was established in 2023. That's just 2 years ago. Today, we celebrate 29 graduates who are the first graduates of our hybrid program. Congratulations, hybrid pioneers. Thank you again to Ginger Vaughn for reading the names of these graduates.
Chris Abram. Robert Agu. Raj Rahim Ali. Vanilla Unique Alumana. Derek Alexander Kofi Amanor. Zachary Baram. Iman Basha. D'Artagnan Baybel. Brent Carlton. Alex Carnegie. Alejandro Chardon. Loriana Van Duffy Derus. Adrian Duran. Matthew Alexander Garvey. David Grove. Carmen Gutierrez. Carlos Linares. Stephen Loeshier. Brittany Mahoney. Kyle Neff. MA Wright Award recipient. Chike Osun Kuor. Hector Para. Edith Pomposo. Akshay Rajan. Florence Rodriguez Ramos. Brian Sawyer. Luke Sherman. Mustika Orbanisi.
This completes the graduation of the Rice University MBA class of 2025. We thank you for the contributions you've made during your time at Rice and the contributions you'll continue to make during your professional careers. We wish you all great success. As we conclude the ceremony, we ask for those on the platform to exit first. Graduates will exit after the platform party, and guests are welcome to exit the stadium after the graduates have recessed completely. Also, please, a safety note, please avoid congregating in the street, which is right at the bottom of the stairs. That's an active street in the St. New Orleans. Will the audience please stand and remain standing until the academic procession leaves the building? Thank you, everyone.